Man, that's dope seeing people out here play it. That's dope stuff. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Man, I ain't been live in a long, long time. It's Friday. I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. Fellas, I know you probably ain't getting nothing but the same old thing in different lingerie, but hey, ladies, hopefully some of you all got some balloons and flowers, from the person that you mess with. If not, you probably had a sad dude give it to you, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I was up all last night, and, man, I gotta forgive me. I just got up not too long ago and stuff. I gotta get back to my waking up early in the morning stuff because I was gonna go live in the morning, but then I was just tired. But mm, 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 mm. What's going on in the media world here? We got players punching players as soon as they get off the bus. Like fuck it, Isaiah Stewart. You got that going on. We got Clay, realizing he's not the Clay that he used to be. You know that song? She ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be, he ain't what he used to be. I mean, he had a career high 35, season high 35 so far, but he's realizing after the knee surgery, the Achilles, it's tough. So he's now accepted the bench role. So hopefully he knows that because he's coming off the bench, there's going to be less money in his negotiation when his contract is up after this season. Can the Warriors make a push for the playoffs? I have I have the slightest clue. Who knows? We got Michael Jordan's youngest son divorcing Pippen's ex-wife. Well, not divorcing, they just broke up and stuff. You got that going on, which is like I don't know what she expected. The dude is like super young, but you know, you have Gil over here, you know, going on dates with Melly Monaco. Melly Monaco telling Gil, "Oh, if you want to date me, then get rid of all your females." And I'm like, Gil, don't do it, don't do it, bro, don't do it. this late in your life, nah. Because if it don't work out, you got to go back and recruit the females. You know. So I'ma say, nah, don't do it to yourself, Gil. But who knows? Who knows? But that's not why we are here on this Friday afternoon. That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about healing and 304. Is you healing or is you 304? If you don't know what 304 is, hey, go on YouTube, ask a friend. I'm not about to go into detail with that. You should know. If you know, you know. Okay. So, my friend always be making these posts about uh, women and them being 304s and stuff. And he's always talking about, no, women always say, well, they're in the healing phase after the breakup. And he was like, well, when women say they are in the healing phase, that means they're in their 304 phase. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. And, me and him had this debate, and he was like, well, uh, that's what I heard. I said, but, guys can be 304s too. He's like, no, no, we cannot. We cannot be 304s because that is we have multiple women back in the day. So I'm here to set the record straight. The difference between healing and 304. Hold on one second. I'm gonna be right back. One sec. Okay. All right. So let's just dive right in it. Now, it's always important, like after a breakup from a serious relationship, you always take time to heal yourself. You know, you need that time to yourself to reflect on what happened instead of jumping into the next relationship. So so healing is typically this process of emotional recovery and growth. After experiencing challenges, hurt, trauma within a relationship. So this is the period where you take time to yourself. Self-care, reflection, rebuilding, finding yourself and stuff as you move forward in life. So dealing with, the past, finding that closure, and rediscovering yourself and the things that make you happy um, when you are or were in the relationship. So that's what the healing process is, both for men and for women. Okay, it's that time when you're just trying to find yourself. You're trying to find out. You're trying to rediscover, you know, yourself. You're trying to reflect and rebuild and move forward from, the past relationship. That is typically what healing is, okay? Now, 304 after the breakup and you decide to be 304, that's basically, having sex with multiple people. That's not considered healing, actually. That's just you out there having fun. You know, that's the difference because you're supposed to be reflecting on. You're supposed to be taking time to yourself. You're supposed to find yourself after a breakup. You're trying to see what makes you happy again. What is it that you learned from the relationship? Not, oh, okay, I'm single, I'm on the market. Now it's time for me to go. I'm gonna go have sex with the people that I've been wanting to have sex with when I was in this relationship. Nah, that's not how this works, y'all. It's not. And people who do that typically, when they get back in another relationship, they end up bringing that past with them and all that stuff, and it end up not lasting long because they haven't taken that time to heal. So for me, uh, when I got out of my serious relationship with this woman, I was with her for 3 years. I was with her for 3 years, right? I didn't even I really took time to myself. I took 6 months to myself. I was not involved with another woman sexually, anything. The most I did was talk on the phone with them because I needed time to myself and to realize who Charles is, who, who, what is it that I am looking for when I get back in a serious relationship? What can I tolerate? What I cannot tolerate in my next relationship? I was literally rebuilding myself and finding me, finding what made me happy, finding things, knowing things that does not make me happy, right? And when I did that, it made me like the last relationship I had. It didn't last long because the person was trying to, in a sense, control how I talk. She didn't think I could talk and transition, but she wasn't talking like as far as like a friend environment. She's talking more so like in a business setting, which we have never been in a business setting. So when I started seeing those signs, I cut it off completely. Now, she's not a bad person or nothing, but it was just her worrying about little things like that. And I'm like, okay, this is a small thing. This is really nothing to worry about. I don't even know why this is even a factor to you. But looking at it, and the more and more I think about it, I think it was just more so an excuse for her to just leave the relationship and do her. Like, I don't think she was ready, but she didn't know how to say, hey, I'm not really ready for a serious. I still want to, flirt and mess around, or she had somebody else in mind that she wanted, but she just didn't know how to tell me. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. So I made the choice easy for her. I just broke up. I just blocked, hey, didn't answer a call, didn't call her no more, you know, because it was you were arguing over little stuff and stuff that was irrelevant. So no, mm-mm, I don't got time for that, for the kitty games. I don't. And so y'all should see my block list. My block list is long now. You thought Kanye's line when he dropped his new album at the United Center was long? Look at this block list. It makes that look like child's play. I don't deal with nonsense anymore. Like, I'm not finna sit here and argue with women. I don't argue with women. I say what I say. You say what you say. After that, it's either we're gonna agree or disagree, but we're not finna keep going back and forth for a whole 30 minutes and to an hour over the same subject. That's not Charles. Charles will not do that. Okay? I wish y'all would get that through your brain. Okay? So let's talk about these things. So one of the things that men talked about, he said, can men be hoes? And I'm like, yeah, men can be hoes. This is why men can be hoes. Okay. What the heck is going on? There we go. All right. So, you know, there are some facts. Just like women, men can exhibit behaviors associated with personality, such as having multiple sexual partners in a short period of time. Okay. Cultural norms in many societies, some men, men are praised for having numerous sex partners. This is true, even in this society. Like, dang, bro, you knocking down all these women. You a player. Hey, that man got the juice, but women are categorized as hoes for doing that. And I get it, ladies. It's not. It's kind of a double standard. I understand it. It's not fair, but that's just the world we live in. Okay. And then guys, us men, we do engage in, more sexual encounters and one night stands, which exhibiting this behavior could be classified as a 304. Okay. And just knowing the fact that, we as men, we do embrace, these types of things, these types of behavior where we uh, have sex with a chick for one night and then that'd just be it. Same thing like a woman will have sex with a dude for one night, that'd be it. So yeah, men and women can be classified as 304. That's just what it is. That's just the facts. No matter how you want to look at it, you know. Now here is what he was alluding to. He said, "No, it was back in the days, dudes had multiple women. So in that sense, they was concubines. Dudes who had um, women that were subordinate to marital relationships with a man. You know, if you don't know what a concubine is, watch that episode of Martin when Martin saves the prince of Africa, I believe, and he the prince wants Gina to be his concubine. So Martin is thinking it's this position at work and stuff like that. Tommy, Tommy Penn's like, nah, man, he wants Gina to be his wife. So keyword, wife. And these dudes have money. These dudes, in order to have a concubine, or concubines, you had to have like you were wealthy, you had money, you were an emperor. Okay, that's different than 304. Okay, you're married, and where you're at is accepted by the laws of wherever you're married at, having multiple wives and stuff. It's not 304 in that sense, okay? Because again, 304 is like it's just basically, you're having multiple sex partners, but y'all ain't married or nothing. Y'all really just messing around. When a man has concubines, it's accepted as a practice, subordinate of partners in certain societies having multiple wives. You guys are married. You guys have say so within the household. What happens to the man if he was to pass away or die? You might be left with the house and stuff. So that's that in essence. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the term concubine. Those past this, which that was a thing, but it's different. It's not 304. You know, So, with that, another interesting thing was a chick was saying like she knows, friends that are married that are 304s. I'm like, is that possible? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's possible. You could be married and step outside the relationship and have multiple sex partners. And we don't know what that relationship entails because it could be open, it could be people swingers, you know. But yeah, is very that's very possible for that stuff to happen. But not to get it confused with, you know, being a concubine and stuff. So when it comes to this whole healing or 304ing, if you are really healing, you are taking time to yourself. You are learning yourself. You are learning, the things about you and healing from past trauma and wounds that happened within the relationship you just got up. You're not out here, you know, having sex with multiple people. You're not even thinking about that if you're really healing. You're just thinking about learning yourself again, knowing who you are as a person, you know. Those who are truly healing. Now, if you're 304, then yeah, you don't care. Hey, you out here doing you. You having sex with multiple people. That's your thing of living. Getting over something. Then okay, but it's not the same as healing. So if someone calls you out and says, "Hey, you are 304," and you have to sit back and really look like, dang, am I really 304? Now, another thing that doesn't make you a 304 is if you had a relationship with someone and you in this committed relationship with someone, but you have sex with that one person, y'all break up, you don't have sex with nobody else. You get in another relationship with someone, you're in a committed relationship with this person, and then you have sex with that person. That doesn't make you a 304, ladies and gentlemen, because you're in a serious relationship with someone. Keyword, serious relationship. The only thing that makes you a 304 is if you are out here having sex with multiple people, y'all not in relationships, y'all just out here having fun. Okay? So don't get mad if that's what you're doing and somebody calls you out on it. You can't get mad because it's the truth. Like if you want to live in a lie, then go live in a lie. But don't be mad when someone don't say you want the real and someone gives you the real. Like yeah, you out here 304ing. It's what it is. Like I said, I took 6 months of not having sex after my breakup, you know, to find who I am as an individual. And when I found who I was as an individual, that's when I started having having sex again. Some might even call me a 304. That's cool. You know, I'm single. I'm doing what I'm doing until I find someone that I can truly commit to. Okay, but if I was married and had multiple wives, I wouldn't be 304. You know, if it was, I just have a lot of concubines. I'd just be that man. So, you know, hopefully that clears it up. Okay, because normally people who are out here 304ing women and guys, it's just an emotional fulfillment or someone who has low self-esteem or impulse control issues. And that's really what it is. And they just don't know it. But if they really sat down and really thought about it, they'll probably agree. So if the shoe doesn't fit you, whenever he posts about 304s, don't. Uh, I know my head be itching. It itches sometimes. I try not to scratch it so it don't mess up my style and stuff. But don't, don't engage in it. Just, let that person. Okay, yeah. You talk about 304s or kids with or women with multiple kids and stuff, and not married not once. Is that considered 304? Look, listen to how it sounds after what we just went over what a 304 is and what a concubine is. If you're out having, ladies, if you're out having sex with multiple dudes and you have kids by multiple dudes, ain't never been married or nothing like that, what do you think that is? If we're just going off the terms of what I just read off of what a 304 is. So how can you be mad? If someone is saying, hey, this is what a 304 is, ladies, how can you be mad and be like, oh no, that ain't me? If you fit that bill as to what a 304 is. Again, what is a 304? A 304 is this. Let's read the term off. A 304 describes someone who engages in casual or frequent sexual activities with different partners. So if you got pregnant by a dude from engaging in sexual activity and then get pregnant by another dude for engaging in sexual activity, that's what a 304 is. So you can't get mad when someone says, man, she a 304. Even if you don't be pregnant, the fact that you're doing it and you're not even doing it and having a serious relationship with the person still will qualify you as a 304. Guys too. So you can't get mad if someone is making the post and if you fit the bill, you just gotta self-reflect that maybe you need to change your ways, both men and women. Okay? Sheesh. All this stuff about 304s down my timeline and women getting upset about it and all this stuff, it's crazy. If you don't fit the bill, why are you upset about it? Okay? Hey, listen, let's be real. I had to tell this chick. I said, if you get out your feelings, because when I go live, I'm not caring about your feelings, okay? You got to come with the facts. You got to come with the truth, okay? You got to be truthful to yourself. If this is who you are and someone says it, hey, you're this, you have to just be like, dang, okay. You may not like it, but if that person's telling the truth, then what can you say? No, seriously. What can you say about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just, you know what, you're right. Yeah, I am. Can you change? Yes, you can. So hopefully, you know, we could stop the debate about what considers the 304 and what is healing. Okay. That's my take on this. I'm probably gonna start doing more lives. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, sorry about that. See, they getting mad still. They getting mad. That was a call from my man. They trying to get mad because of what he said on a post, and it's like, ladies, y'all gotta stop that. Just look at yourselves. If it's true, take the feelings out of it. I know it's hard. Ladies, you're emotional creatures. Just accept that. Men are logical thinkers, women are emotional creatures. Okay? So accept that. That's how you are made. Okay? That's how we're made. Okay? Listen. Take the feelings out of this and really sit. If you could count on one hand you had multiple sex partners within the last year, or probably more, then yes, you fit this category. Okay? So, let me go de-solve this issue with this fool, that he's having. Okay? Hopefully hopefully I cleared this up, okay? Of the difference between healing and 304. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to ask yourselves, are you healing or are you 304? And like I was saying, I'm going to start back doing more lives. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. I've been trying to situate and deal with, especially with working on the next 4 episodes of Heartbeat Arena. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the Heartbeat Arena podcast to catch the first 4 episodes. Otherwise, if you could like and subscribe to my personal channel, if you want to see the podcast though, you got to be a bronze member or above. Okay. Listen, get your Shift Squad merchandise, get your Black Gods and Goddess merchandise. Okay, the links are in the description. And look, it's Friday, it's a 3-day weekend. Ask yourself during this 3-day weekend, are you healing or 304? It's your boy, Trillionaire Chuck. I'm out.